Okay, so the anti-bullying movement, stop bullying, whatever you want to call it, it's bullshit. Just saying that right off the bat. Uh, my point I want to make is, you know, as human beings, we pick on people. Some people are dicks. That's just the way it is. And that I actually recently just had somebody comment on a post I put up about some school or city or whatever it was that had posted up that they'll be making a law to where you have to pay like 300 and something freaking dollars if your kid is caught bullying another kid at school. Okay, now that's ridiculous. People are like, oh, the parents should have to pay it because they should be more responsible with their kids and instill values and blah 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 blah. All right, listen, kids will be freaking kids. They may not do stuff around you. You can install all the values you want. Some of them will sink in. Some kids are just like naturally submissive, good kids. But some kids are little shits, okay? It's just the way it is. I mean, they're not little robots. You can't just program them with, a little circuit board. You're not going to program them. You can put them on all them damn drugs that they put the ADHD kids on. Yeah, it makes them little zombies, which I don't agree with whatsoever. I think that's all propaganda. But, yeah, you can put them on drugs and make them all submissive, but why would you put your kids on drugs? I don't agree with it. And, like as I was saying, kids will be kids. They don't always do what they're told. Any of you, if any of you can actually tell me that you never disobeyed your parents one time, put it in the comments. Because I'll call you out on that. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. What constitutes as bullying nowadays? Mean words? In certain countries, kind of like Germany and Britain, what they deem as hate speech, which most people wouldn't deem as hate speech, but what is deemed as hate speech can get you imprisoned, right? Now, what happens when the parents can't afford to pay that 300 and something dollars? Because not everybody can afford that. If I got fined 300 and something dollars for something like that, I wouldn't be able to afford to pay it. What happens when you can't pay those fines? You go to jail, right? Well, what happens if they do it again? Well, that's another, 300 and something dollars that you can't pay again. Lawyer fees, court costs, jail time again. That means you can't pay your bills, can't pay your rent, mortgage, insurance on your vehicles. Boom, you're out of a job, right? That happens so many times, they'll just send you to prison. Boom. Well, speech just got me put in prison, just like some of these other liberal countries where they don't have freedom of speech. Think about it. If this keeps going the way it's going, all right, the way it's going, we will be just like them other countries where they limit our speech. Think about it. If we keep moving forward with this idea, you won't be able to do anything. You can't call somebody a little fucker and then without getting put in jail or prison. Think about it. I mean, I don't want to live in that kind of society. I mean, growing up, yeah, I got bullied a little bit. I stood up for myself. A lot of men around my age, and older, we got in fights with people. That's how we settled our differences. We got in fights. A lot of times after that, you became friends. We didn't report it to anybody. We didn't try to get people fined. We didn't try to get people imprisoned. I mean, dear Lord, what's up with y'all? I just don't understand today's society. And cyberbullying, right? You got these little kids, 11 and crap, Oh, he killed himself or herself because you're getting bullied on the internet. Well, get off the damn internet or ignore it. There's a thing where you can hide notifications or keep them from popping up or block people. And that we have the option. Or just not let your kid have a damn cell phone and get on the internet. Have a call option. Call and text. Because 11-year-old don't need a damn internet and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. And hell, I didn't have my first phone until I was like 17. I paid for it myself. I had minutes on that thing. It was free to call after midnight. Not midnight, but 9 o'clock. Right? And every time before then, if you called somebody they didn't pick up, that was a minute gone. Boom! $1 a minute. It's a lot. Nowadays, everything's, you pay a certain amount, it's free. Kids just don't know nothing about that. Of course, there also wasn't really Facebook either. Back then, you had MySpace. But I got a little off subject, didn't I? But no, I don't agree with this whole anti-bullying movement. Sure, it sucks to be bullied. But what happened to being taught to stand up for yourself? I mean, if you can't stand up for yourself against somebody that's calling you names or maybe flushing your head down the toilet, what's going to happen when you become adults? When you lose a job and somebody doesn't hire you because they just don't like you, how you going to pay your bills? You going to depend on mommy and daddy? Most people are now. That's not the way you should live life. You should strive to be stronger than what you are. You should strive to rise above what you already have. Don't let this new generation be a generation of pansies. Teach them right from wrong. Teach them to stand up for themselves. Right about.